It's the start of another busy day at the Smith Center. The horses need fresh water, hay, a barn with clean stalls, shoes, tack, medical care, and companionship, all of which costs money. What these horses give in return is beyond measure. Today, four-legged sensitive therapists will greet and push young children to move unfamiliar muscles, breathe deep, and stand tall. The children will never recognize this as physical, occupational, or speech therapy. Instead, they will walk without wheelchairs and sit on top of the world. Their parents, brothers, and sisters will come watch while adults walk at the horse's side and make one child the center of attention. It's fabulous fun and a graceful disguise for therapy.
Hippotherapy is a term used on a national level to describe the therapy that we do here at the Smith Center. Hippo is derived from Greek for horse, so basically it's horse therapy. The real benefit of this therapy comes from the movement of the horse. As the horse walks, it mimics to the rider as if they were walking. So that's the main foundation of what we do, is through the movement of the horse, but we incorporate a lot of other therapy activities at the same time, because as a therapist, the horse is doing all the movement work and your hands are free to incorporate other activities, fine motor activities, and other additional gross motor activities while the child is on the horse.
I haven't heard of one parent that doesn't believe in the program. I mean, all of the parents I know have truly seen major differences in their children, whether their children has sensitivity issues to light and sound and other people and whatever.
A lot of times I get asked, what's the difference between classic clinical PT and hippotherapy? And I guess the best way to describe that would be, we're looking at multi-systems. Our bodies learn to move by getting input by a lot of different ways. The way we look, the way we see, moving through space, the way our joints move, what we feel. In a clinic, it can take me hours to achieve one little bit of movement, such as head control. But on a horse, I can get that in 30 minutes. And as a therapist, that's invaluable. As a parent, it must be too.
Hippotherapy is a recognized term for horse therapy. And while it is a welcome and entertaining break from routine visits to clinics and physicians, the program is far more sophisticated than a horseback ride.
I would encourage all doctors who care for children, be it pediatricians, family practitioners, internists may have a number of younger patients. Anyone who knows of the Smith Center, and certainly those who are just now hearing about it, I think as professionals who care for children, we're obligated to refer to a place such as the Smith Center because of the tremendous ability to achieve dramatic success in some cases in a very limited amount of time in both physical therapy equivalent, occupational therapy equivalent, and even speech therapy equivalent.
We were all open to new ideas, and when his physical therapist brought up to us that this was something that she thought Noah would benefit from, we accepted it with open arms, and Noah's doctor was very supportive of it also. We had really run out of avenues. We had run out of environments to put Noah in. We had run out of ideas, and this was a new idea that at first it sounded a little odd. He was so little at the time, 2.5. But he has done very well, and everybody has been very supportive, his neurologists included.
As valuable as this therapy is to the children, it's often interrupted or halted completely when families simply cannot afford it. Some early intervention programs and insurance plans cover therapy for a period of time, but frequently the need doesn't stop when the coverage ends.
Well, our case is probably pretty typical to most parents. We don't have a great deal of money, and I don't make a great deal of money, so the Medicaid has helped us to pay for the costs. But as I understand, there are scholarships and there are ways of getting full funding, if not partial funding, to help pay for the program. But one way or another, the effort should be made to at least try this kind of therapy for a couple of months. And I think upon seeing what it does, getting the money is going to be secondary to making sure the child has the therapy done.
Behind the scenes, of course, is the administrative staff, the ones that work really hard to make sure that the funding is secure so that we can continue our program. Each client, many of them have insurance or Medicaid, but it doesn't cover the cost of providing the services. So we have a huge sliding scale to help the patients be able to participate in our hippotherapy. We have a scholarship program that the community actually sponsors, either a group of riders or an individual rider. We also have our Adopt a Horse program where the horses are adopted to help fund for their needs and their costs to offset. And we have many special events throughout the years to help with our funding, which is our Derby Day, our casino night, our golf tournament, our holiday wreath sales. So we work throughout the entire year to help get the support needed to run our program.
He's just made unbelievable progress. He has so much more energy. He has so much more willingness to try and do things. He has, it's just been an amazing amount of progress he's made in just the past like 6 months. And he loves the horses. We pull in, and as soon as he sees us pull onto the driveway, he's in the back seat, and he only has a couple of words that he says, but one of the words he knows really well is horsey. And he gets real excited when we're showing up to see the horses. And he has no fear of them. He'll walk right up to them, right under their feet if you let him. But he just absolutely loves being on them. It's the only therapy that he does, and my son does therapy about 4 days a week. It's the only therapy he does that he doesn't try to not do. He doesn't try to get out of. He doesn't try to get off the horse. He just loves to do it. So it's been unbelievably successful for him.
There is a bond between these children, horses, volunteers, and human therapists. But the silent language between the children and the horses speaks volumes. Some of the people who contribute to the Smith Center have a strong connection to children with illness or disability. But many more donors and volunteers are simply grateful parents of healthy children. Together, they make this wonderful therapy possible.
I think I'm selfish about it. I get more out of it than I put into it. And that's why I keep coming back.
Please help us tell the community about the important work that is done here so every doctor, therapist, and parent is aware of the opportunity to walk with us. We welcome your support at any level. The center needs additional funds, supplies, and volunteers to serve an ever-growing number of clients. Get involved and make a difference for a child.